Greetings, this is Umi Keba, and do you know what this is? Of course you do. It's a hand, right? It's a hand. You know we have two hands, and on our hands we have 10 fingers, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 fingers. Now, we have one of those fingers, or should I say two of those fingers are special fingers called thumbs, right? So we actually, on this hand, we have 4 fingers and 1 thumb, right? 4 fingers and 1 thumb, all right? And that thumb is really important because it allows us to do things like quack, quack, duck, quack, quack, right? It also allows us to hold our pencils and pens and crayons when we write. It also allows us to use a spoon and a fork. I'm right-handed, right? Spoon and a fork. It allows us to hold things and grab things and pick things up, right? And our fingers and thumbs, are attached to our palm. Can you say that? Palm, right? This is your palm. And underneath the palm is the wrist. The wrist. And the wrist is really special because it allows us to move our hands like this to circle around, to wave goodbye and say hello, right? And we can walk like an Egyptian or twist them like traditional Indian Hindu dances, right? We can do all of that with our wrist because it allows us to rotate our hands. And attached to the wrist, of course, this whole thing is our arm. We have our arm, right? We have our elbow. And you say elbow, elbow. And the elbow is really hard. It's really hard. There's a hard bone here. And that allows us to bend our arm forward. Straighten our arm and bend it. Straighten the arm and bend it. Our elbow allows us to do that. And then finally, we have the shoulder. And the shoulder allows us to do this full motion with our arm, right? The shoulder up here. So now we're going to sing a little song so you remember all the parts of the arm is what I want to call it, the parts of the arm. All right, here we go. We're going to start with fingers and thumb. Fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. Palm next. Fingers, thumb, palm, fingers, thumb, palm, fingers, thumb, palm, fingers, thumb, palm. Wrist next. Fingers, thumb, palm, wrist. Fingers, thumb, palm, wrist. Fingers, thumb, palm, wrist. Fingers, thumb, palm, wrist. We're going to arm. Fingers, thumb, palm, wrist, arm, fingers, thumb, palm, wrist, arm, fingers, thumb, palm, wrist, arm, fingers, thumb, palm, wrist, arm. Elbows next. Fingers, thumb, palm, wrist, arm, elbow. 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 Now your shoulder. Fingers, thumb, palm, wrist, arm, elbow, shoulder. Fingers, thumb, palm, wrist, arm, elbow, shoulder. Fingers, thumb, palm, wrist, arm, elbow, shoulder. Last one. Fingers, thumb, palm, wrist, arm, elbow, shoulder. And that's parts of the arm. Practice it again and again so you can name all the parts. All right? That's it for now. See you next time. Adios.